The overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. Okay. That could be illusions, confusion, a bunch of bad ass, bogus ass offers, people, places, and or things that aren't really what's cracked up to be. And I just heard a choice. You might have a choice between, you might got a choice of a few options, and all of these options, mm-mm. Mm-mm. So let's see. First card, Ace of Wands. Okay. That could be a passionate new beginning. Aces are new beginnings. You got a Page of Cups. Like I said, that's a child. That could be an offer of friendship, the beginning of some sort of an emotional tie. But with this fish in this cup, mm-mm. Mm-mm. Like you say, this could be someone coming in, trying to offer a friendship, but they're not prepared to give probably as much as you would in the situation. But moving on, Nine of Pentacles. That could be you. Single, self-sufficient, abundant, tending to your own garden, your own endeavors. You're building up your fortune. And yeah, dealing with a person like this Page of Cups, I don't know. You got to be cautious. They could just be coming in just because you single, self-sufficient, minding your own business, doing your own thing. I don't know. Four of Swords. Could be resting, healing, meditating. This actually could be someone recovering from an illness. Let's see. Temperance, patience, balance. That is also a card of Sagittarius. Maybe you've been waiting for something. It could be love. You could have took some time out from the love arena to focus on your endeavors. And you got patience. It's like waiting for you don't want to just jump in to things all willy-nilly with folk. You rather wait. You've had the patience. You've been patient. Um, you wish to attract someone that is probably, similar to you. You want to attract your match, so to speak. Knight of Pentacles. That is the slowest moving knight in the deck. It is also the most reliable. So if you are single, which is, like I said, the energy I'm picking up, you've been single for a while. Maybe longer than you even expected. Because of the bogus options, you've had options. You've had people come through. But they won't. Not at all. Death card. Death is the ending of a cycle. It is also transformation. I just heard you changed. You've changed in a good way. The moon. something is hidden. There could be secrets. Yeah, you're not sure what may transpire. It's just I'm just getting the energy of like you just been minding your business, just focusing on other things, like you just put love on the back burner. It's like you didn't give up on love or anything. You just I guess it won't working. Every time you try to give somebody a chance, it just didn't go the way that I just heard distraction. Exactly. It was just love was just a distraction. It was just a distraction. It was distracting you from what you felt like you should be doing. And so now that you have gone off and probably pay more attention and focus to your financial stability, your health, uh, you know, and things that you've been pouring into your own cup. And so at this time, you're not sure what love is looking like for you. The devil. Maybe you dealt with some sort of toxicity in the past. Maybe you were in a toxic relationship in the past, or dealing with someone who was toxic, who had addictions, who was um, stuck, tied, and bound, chained to the devil in some sort of way. Whether if that be through addictions, through I just heard conning, con artist, how you say conning, con artist, and then I heard cunning. Okay, the towel. Okay. I also sense some sort of jealousy coming from like just people in general that have come across your path that you've dealt with. Queen of Cups, but that's you, loving, kind, and caring. But it seemed like people wanted to destroy you. I just heard. Oh my God, why I gotta be like that? The High Priestess, though. You know that. You knew that. You could see them people from a mile away. That's why you had to cut people off. You ended shit with people. That's why you stopped dealing with people. That's why people say, oh, she changed or he changed. Because you could see. You could see. Maybe you couldn't see at first, but then you started to tap in and tune into your intuition. You started to listen to your intuition. You started to see the signs. You might have even picked up some tarot cards in the process. The world. You learned some harsh lessons. You went through some harsh things that caused you to probably have some sort of a spiritual awakening. Um, that's how I'm looking at these two cards together, the High Priestess and the World card. So whatever you went through caused you to have some sort of spiritual awakening, which aligned some things within you, which in tune caused you, helped you, caused and helped you to be able to pick up on these things, pick up on bad energy, pick up on toxicity, to recognize it. Nine of Swords. When you were going through these hard times, because I'm sensing you're just recently coming out of a harsh type of cycle. Like say you learned a lot of lessons and it wasn't easy. It caused you stress. Nine of Swords. You're in your head. Hell, you could have caused your blood pressure to raise up, could have started having health issues, dealing with certain people, places, and things. Like say, this doesn't have to equate to a person, but I do see a lot of people. The Fool. So now you're at the beginning again. The Fool is the 0. Um, That's like that place between the one and the one, which is a new beginning, the ace, and the nine, which is the ending, um, is completion. The tens, when you see tens in tarot, it's like you're basically living in that energy. But 1 through 9 is how the numbers go. Um, and because after that, it just repeats. So the fool is going on a new journey. He has a clean slate, he or she, um, and they're looking forward to a new beginning after coming out of this harsh cycle. 9 of Cups. Maybe you settled. Maybe that's why the lessons. Maybe that was the lesson. Well, one of the many lessons, because like I say, when you the world card is, that's a series of things. But I think 9 of Cups is like you settled for things. You were possibly people pleasing, and of course, that's not me judging, because I experienced the same thing. All my life, I felt like I had to please people. I couldn't tell people no, because I didn't want to hurt people's feelings. I didn't want people to dislike me. Shit like that. You get older and it's like, who really gives a fuck? But anyway, I mean, you care, but it's like, hey, at some point in time, you got to look out for you, So maybe it was settling. You were sufficed. Like I said, the 9 of Cups is a wish card. You got your wishes, but then it's like kind of like overstaying your welcome, or you get your wish, you go to do what it is that you have been called to do, and now it's time to move on. But instead of moving on, a lot of times we hold on, and then things just start to unravel. It's no longer working out for you. At one point in time, it was a wish fulfilled when you got that job, when you got that position. But now and I'm equating this to like work or something. Um, but now it's like, okay, time for growth. You didn't hit that ceiling at the top. You didn't hit that. You didn't. Now it's time. Okay, but but you didn't move maybe as fast as you should have moved, and somebody else got the position, or something went down with the company, and now you're in a position where you might enjoy what you do. You might enjoy it with the thing that you do, but it's like everything is. It's not. Mm-mm. It's time for you to elevate. It's time to go up another level. But like I said, sometimes, excuse me, we tend to settle because it's scary. Change is scary. Every time, I mean, I bet if this is a job for somebody, when you first went toward this thing, it was scary, but you knew you wanted it, and so you got it. But then when you got the thing you want, and it's like you want more, but you don't want to feel like, because I know the feeling, like you feel like, damn, I ain't trying to be greedy, you know what I'm saying? I only been here in this position for 5 months, but I done mastered this shit. Now I'm ready, like, what's next? But I don't know if it's the right time to be asking for a raise, and I don't know if it's the right time to be doing this or doing that. It's that type of energy. It's what I'm feeling. This could relate to relationships. You gotta get this in where you can fit this in. Everybody's situation is different. This is a collective reading. So take what resonates, leave the rest for insight, or just exit if this is not for you. Um, Queen of Pentacles, very caring, very, you know, always want to chip in, help. I just heard donate. Um, Working hard, a hard worker, focused on stability. But if you look in this card, she's looking at the Ace of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, I know I got it, but I'm kind of sad because I don't have anyone to share it with. And it's deeper than that for me, for what I'm feeling. Not just relationship. It's like, you're such a kind, caring person. Um, and even if you were people pleasing, you go out your way for people and stuff. You're the nurturer. Um, you're the peacemaker. You're the one that brings balance to situations. But you don't never get any of that type of energy back from anybody. So you're just sitting there like, damn, you know, after all I have done, bitch. Don't nobody call, check up on me. Don't nobody look out. Don't nobody ask if I need anything. It's like people look at you as having everything. So you don't need nothing. They come to you for the advice. They come to you for everything. But they never once thought about, what if you need some advice? What if you need some assistance? Like, what if you need a friend? Child, 7 of Wands. That's why I was feeling other people. I feel like you done felt like this so many times. Now you got your guards up against people. Now you don't even want to let people in. You know, it's kind of like a resentment type energy. But I also get it that you're guarding yourself. You're guarding your heart, your feelings, your emotions. Nine of Wands. That's like an energy of holding on too tightly to a situation when it's not moving. You got them 8 wands in the back, and if you know the 8 of Wands card, those wands are suspended in the air. They're moving through the air. That you know, it's action. It's communication. They're moving. But in this card, the 8 wands is standing still, upright in the background, and he's holding on to the 9th wand. What he really needs to do is take that 9th wand as the Ace of Wand and walk away. Once he do that, he can start all over with a new beginning and hopefully get back to those 8 wands, which was at one point moving. So it's like somebody was settling for something and holding on too tightly. It's holding on too tightly to something that's not moving. Strength. So with the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the Strength card, somebody is resisting like a mofo. Like they trying with all their might for something. This might not be your energy. I'm sensing another energy. It's a masculine energy. They could be holding on tightly to something. But whatever they holding on to, like you say, in this 9 of Wands, he got a bandage around his head. He getting his ass whooped, okay? Strength, though. Let's see what else. Justice. So because someone held on so tightly to something, looks like they didn't have the strength to leave whatever it was behind, but they're going to have to learn a lesson about that. I feel like that's another person. I don't know. I just heard your ex. I don't know if that is true. I just heard. That's all I heard. But justice, we're going to see. 3 of Pentacles. Could be a collaboration. Could be your job, like I said. The Hierophant. Something that was child committed. Someone was committed to whatever person, place, and or thing. It was traditional. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe someone's holding on to someone's holding on so tightly to a job, or just the idea of a 9 to 5, the workforce, but they're meant to do something different that isn't the norm. That's why they holding on so tight. They don't have the strength to walk away. They don't feel like things are working out quite how they envisioned them to originally, but they're still there trying to continue to work on it. I don't know, I'm getting a sense of like somebody talking someone out of a business idea. Like, you, like, people telling you, you got one, on the one hand, it's like you feel it, you want to let go and do you. On the other hand, you got people like, why would you do that? Why would you quit your job? Why would you, or why would you even try to do this, whatever idea you got on top of working? Girl, go to sleep. Boy, go to sleep. It's late. You just got out work and now you're doing something else. You're up on the computer. And I get it. Like saying, rest and sleep is important, but all I'm going to say is let not thy hands be idle after you come from work. If you're trying to build something, you're going to have to put in that extra time. 10 of Cups. That's the ultimate, that's the equivalent to what one would call bliss. Happiness, joy, fulfillment. 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles, that's wealth, that's generational wealth. That is what makes you happy. That's what you see. That's what you see for yourself, but you're still holding on to the traditional ways of thinking, being, acting, and living. Others don't see it for you, but you see it for yourself. 4 of Pentacles. Meanwhile, this could be why you are experiencing a lack. Yeah. You're experiencing some sort of lack, or you have a scarcity mindset because you're used to not having much. So when you get money or you get some sort of abundance of that's not what I want to say. You get you work hard, and the Most High God grants you with something new, like a house or apartment or a car. You're worried that you're gonna lose it, so you hold on to your shit tightly. You hold on to your money tight. You're afraid to spend it because you don't know if it's gonna come back, and if so, you don't know how. You know, I feel like in the past y'all have been granted certain wishes just for doing the spiritual work. So when you received those things, it's kind of like a lot of it you didn't have to work hard for. You were just working hard in general, just in life, at work, but you were also working on yourself. And so the Most High just, drop some shit in your lap every now and again as a reward. And so I think you've always had that mentality, and it could be the way you were brought up, your parents, your neighborhood. We are products of our environments and things. The household you grew up in, you might have always been in that energy of Like, when you did get something, like, damn, how am I going to maintain this? How am I going to keep this? It's like afraid to lose it. And sometimes I just heard afraid to keep it. Like feeling like you're not worthy to even receive it in the first place. The star, but you are the star. And the star is the ultimate wish fulfillment. And the ultimate healing. So whatever you've been going through, it's healed with the star energy. 6 of Wands, you got some haters. That's the first thing I just heard. People in the crowd watching you. People are always watching you, whether if you know it or not. People are always watching you. Excuse me. It's as if they're waiting for you to fail, waiting for your downfall. But look at them. Look at the wands in the back. You see the wands in the back? It's 5 wands in the back. And they got like grass growing on them. Look like, you know how like when somebody don't tend to their garden or their bushes and trees and shit or whatever, and or they don't pay attention to their landscaping and little weeds and shit start growing out, and they don't tidy it up, and so the weeds just keep growing and shit. But look at the one that the looks like a page, a princess, not quite a knight, or maybe on the way to it. I don't know. I'm just looking at the horse and the person that's riding it. Don't look like a knight to me. Looks like a younger person. So it looks like that one that person is carrying has a little extra shit growing onto it too, but it has a wreath on it with a little red bow. That's looking like it's coming undone. See, that's why I like reading the tarot, because when I look at the cards, I mean, I didn't see this card 1,000 times, but I always pick up some sort of detail that I've never picked up before. Look at the wands in the back, and look at that wand. That's pretty much telling me intuitively that those people in the back, you was one of those people in the back. You weren't a hater, but you're amongst the crowd of people who, had that Ace of Wands but didn't move forward with it. So, you didn't move forward with your ideas that you had. For whatever reasons, whether if you were talked out of it, whether if you didn't believe in yourself, whatever it was. You were once in the crowd, not, I keep hearing not believing in yourself. Okay, so maybe that's a huge thing. You didn't believe in yourself once upon a time, but then you started to believe, and you started to, or maybe you lost belief. Maybe you always did believe in yourself, but people try to dim your light. So you started to dim your own light, but then you figured out that, well, you can't dim your light because the shit still shine. So all you had to do is keep moving forward with the ideas and the endeavors and create, bring them into fruition. That's what the Ace of Wands is. It's a creation card. It's a wand. And it's an ace, so it's a new beginning. So you decided to take your wand, get on your motherfucking horse, put a reef on that John and say, look, I'm finna do some new shit. But people trying to talk you out of it, talk you down. Them same people that's still sitting in the crowd that's not doing shit with their lives, that's not going with their endeavors, going toward their endeavors, goals, and ideas and shit. Those same people trying to drag your ass back. They even trying to untie the goddamn reef off of your shit while you ain't looking. So that's all of what I got with that card. I don't even know if that made sense to y'all. I hope so. Ace of Swords. Spirit said that is the truth. That was the truth. I spoke the truth. King, Queen, you on your way. That's truth, clarity. Yeah, you got the truth and the clarity that you need to move forward. You knew the truth the whole time. You knew you was the star. It's just it didn't, your surroundings and things, how things was going on in your life, it didn't show up to be uh that. But everybody got to start somewhere. So nothing's gonna happen if you don't take the first step. So the Emperor could be a father figure, could be a father figure, could be your employer, could be someone of high influence, a celebrity. It could be what I was gonna say. It was something I was gonna say. A business owner, an entrepreneur. Hey, that could be where you're headed. But I'm not sure what the Emperor is doing here as pertains to what's going on in your reading here. Whomever that resonates. King of Wands. I'm sorry. Yeah, King of Wands. Well, with the King of Wands and the Emperor, someone definitely wants to take some sort of action toward you. With I'm looking at his wand. Look like same energy. But he decided to move forward with it. But it looked like he or she, if this is not you, is coming toward you. I don't know, maybe you inspire them. I heard you inspire them because clearly they're a king, so they got to up to a certain point. They got past where you got. They got past the point as to where you have gone and have gotten. So now they're like, I don't know. I hope they ain't go backwards because the Emperor came out first and then the King of Wands came out, and you have to be at the King of Wands and or the Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles before you can even just jump into the Emperor Empress energy. So I don't know if this person was Emperor, but then for some reason they weren't creating. They weren't. They stopped moving. It's like once they got to that status, they stopped. But I think it has a lot to do with controlling, being a control freak, having control issues. The Emperor is, can be arrogant, egotistical. They say that, Aries could be arrogant, could be egotistical, could be an asshole, could be very narcissistic tendencies, my way or the highway, you know, if you don't do it my way, your ass is gone type energy. And that could have caused a motherfucker to end up losing some shit, going backwards. Now you go from the Emperor to a king, and now you're sitting on a throne with an Ace of Wands. They look like it ain't been used. That wand look like it ain't been used. So maybe whomever this is, I'm getting the sense that you know this person, or they know you or know of you. I feel like they watching you, whoever it is. Maybe you haven't met this person before yet. Maybe you're meant to come into this person's life to inspire them. Who knows? Maybe whatever you're setting out to do, your endeavor, your goal, your passion is going to inspire this Emperor or this used to be Emperor. Child, I'm done. Let me get something to drink. Mouth dry. Excuse me. Mm. Ooh. Hope y'all don't mind if I take a smoke break. Smoke my ganja. And I grow all my own shit myself in my backyard, which is where I'm at right now in the car. I grow my own cannabis for municipal purposes and Of course, recreation, but it helps me out with my health issues, which is why I grow my own shit, because I don't trust people. They putting that fin in everything. Mm-mm. But yeah, there's a lot going on, and in this particular reading, and as y'all may know, I took a little breaky break for about 5 months. But I'm back. The hermit, yeah. That was what I was doing. I was in hermit mode. Excuse me. For a long time. You know, I needed it. Needed a break, man. Life be life, and you know that, right? So maybe that's you as well. You in hermit. You've been in hermit, doing soul searching. And then some sort of communication comes in. The 8 wands. Now those 8 wands is moving, right? They still got little weeds on them. They move. This could be communication coming in to you from a person. Um, it also could be traffic. I'll always associate this with like social media traffic as well. So if you're doing something online, excuse me, that could be that. Because like I said, you look like you're inspiring some sort of figure that was dominant at one point in time at whatever he was doing. Two of Pentacles. Juggling. Balancing. Trying to balance multiple things. Mm, like I say, as pertains to business, you could be trying to do what I said before, trying to juggle a business and working a job, trying to start your business up, and it can get rocky. Look at them waves in the back. Teeter tottering on some shit. All right. Make sure you're getting the proper rest. I just heard, because when you got to juggle like that, especially if you're doing something you love, you're passionate about it, time is going to escape you. That's how you know what you're supposed to be doing. If you go to work and you keep checking the clock every 5 minutes, you're like, God damn, I can't wait. But then you go to doing your thing, and you don't even look at the time or think about the time. And you look up like, oh shit, 3 hours then went by. That's how you know what you're supposed to be doing. The thing that you could just get caught up and lost in time, but you still have to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Still get your proper rest. 6 of Swords, that's moving on toward calmer waters, leaving something behind. Negative thoughts, negative energy. Um, Could be actually moving, like packing up your shit and the whole family, and we gone. Could be traveling a short distance as well. Either way, a motherfucker is out of there. And it looked like, I just heard, don't let them have to tell you more. Don't let them have to tell you twice. It looked like somebody told somebody, and it's crazy that I said it, because I'm looking at these two swords that are right beside each other, and then the other swords that are in the back. So that's why I just heard, don't let nobody tell you something twice. So somebody told, I think Spirit told you or showed you twice that you need to go on, you need to move on, this ain't it. But you stayed, and then you were shown over and over and over and over and over again, to the point where it's like, you know what, let me go. I gotta go. Child, I don't know. I tell you, every time I look at these cards, I see something different that I ain't even know. Seen before. Queen of Swords, yeah, you had to cut some damn body off. Cut some people, places, and things the fuck off. Because it's dead weight. I just heard it's dead weight. You gotta, yeah, it's dead weight. Heartbreak, yeah, these people have broken your... Man, I'm getting you experience heartbreak with people, places, and or things. Like I said, I think it's a combination of like a few things, like relationships you've had, whether they're romantic, business, family. I feel like all three. That way you got the Three of Swords. Business, relationship, family, and you learn the truth about whatever business, whatever relationship, whatever family. And all of it broke your damn heart. I feel like you were betrayed in many ways, child. Many ways. Five of Cups, yeah, it made you feel sadness, regrets, remorse. All is lost, woe is me. Not looking behind you to see the two cups. They were behind you. Well, I feel a spider web. I hope ain't no motherfucking spider here. Usually if there's a web, there's a spider. But anyway, that could be significant to someone as well. So you're looking at what was all lost, but you know, turn around, and if you turn around, you can see those two cups. Not all is lost. You gotta have the love for yourself first. And maybe it's someone that the Most High God is finna send your way to assist you. You just can't see it right now. Yeah, the King of Cups. Someone who loves you, or if you have not met this person yet, this person is a loving, kind, and caring person. They don't wear their heart on their sleeve because they're masculine energy, you know, and probably a man. In this case, if for whomever is resonating with. So might not be all mushy and lovey-dovey with it, but has a great deal of love in their heart. They have a good heart, but they tend not to show it for the same reasons why you had your guards up, to protect themselves, to protect their heart. I feel like this person has been hurt a lot as well, which is why they sitting in their cup. And look at his eyes. He look at his face is going that way, but he looking at you. Or not you, but he's looking at whomever. It's like if a motherfucker was taking a picture or a motherfucker was walking by, his face is, his actual face is pointing that way. But his eyes is looking like, hold up, motherfucker. Look at it. With the side eye. There you go. He looking at him with the side eye like. So I'm done. This king wants to give his love to someone, but they don't trust. They don't trust. Four Wands, house, home, family, stability. Maybe you have a family with someone. Could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces. Excuse me, Cancer. Cancer. Yeah. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I just heard that could be your baby that I don't know. Either you don't trust them or they don't trust you. It could, I don't know. It could go so many ways. Ace of Pentacles. But if this is someone new or someone newer, this is someone coming in, they want to offer you an Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning, a stable beginning, beginning of a commitment. That is also a gift from the Most High God, which is why you got that hand coming out the clouds. And then you got a, look like the garden back there. Look like that same garden that the Nine of Pentacles might have been in. That was at the beginning of the reading. Yeah, Six of Cups, somebody from your past. Mm. Hmm. Like I said, we are talking about someone that you had a family with, maybe an ex. Because the Six of Cups is past energy. It is childhood. This could be somebody you knew from childhood. Maybe you at one point had a family with and was actually happy with. Could have been settling for that person, that situation, due to the children. But you realize that you had to let the shit go. It could, man, this shit can go so. Y'all get in where y'all fit in, because I just had a whole download and epiphany about some shit in this reading. Now I'm thinking about the devil energy I saw when I was like, some sort of jealousy, because I feel like this Ace of Pentacles, I feel like it has to do with your goals and wish fulfillment, but I also feel like it's someone coming towards you to offer you an Ace of Pentacles, and I feel like somebody from the past might be jealous, not just a romantic person. I mean, a person that you had a romantic relationship in the past, but a bunch of people that you work with, people that, like, all of those bogus people that were showing up, especially in that Three of Swords. The family, the friends, uh, the co-workers, the exes. A lot of people ain't gonna, they're not gonna be happy for you. Yeah, in the past, you might have been in a relationship with somebody. That, yeah, they could have proposed marriage to you, but they never went. It never happened. And if you've moved on and somebody else new comes along and you get into a relationship with that person, and it becomes a commitment, then the person from the past, and say you married the new person from the past gonna be like, oh shit, but you didn't want to marry me. I don't know. Page of Pentacles, child. And I kind of got that mixed up earlier. I said it was a Page of Cups earlier, but you still couldn't trust that motherfucker with the fish in the cup. The Page of Cups is more so apologetic energy, but kind of like, are they really sorry, or are they sorry they got caught, or are they sorry because they need something? Because you know the Nine of Pentacles came out too. But the Page of Pentacles is the, like, friend zone. It could be friend zone from somebody you already dealing with that you thought it was gonna go further, but it didn't. So they friend zoned you. It could be a new beginning of a friendship, which it seems more solid because at least he got the Ace of Pentacles in his hand instead of a cup with a fish. I'd rather motherfucker come with that. But pages are just that. They're the beginning stages of things. So a page is not like a knight. A knight will actually come forth with energy. A page is just gonna stand there, and they might hold it. They might dangle the offer in your face. Look at his ace. I don't know. It's the beginning of something. Um, but I'm getting that somebody friend zone somebody because they were in a relationship. I'm getting that strongly too. The Magician. Yeah, they might have tried to manipulate you, lie to you. Okay, this is a whole nother energy. So, child, I done picked up a bunch of people's energy. I don't know who is around you and who you was dealing with or who was watching and what you got going on. Anyway, they tried to trick your ass is what it looked like. They used every tool that they had to get you to conform, I just heard. To go their way. They do it their way. Just like that Emperor energy, my way or the highway and stuff, but they ain't tell you to take the highway. They was like, oh, bitch, oh, motherfucker, I'm gonna make sure you take this off. Whatever I got to say, whatever I got to do, I don't know. Page of Wands, be careful, because if this is a new person coming in, they are excited. Child. They coming in with their wand and they're excited. And they might try to gaslight you or manipulate you and all of that. Only the friend zone you. Look at that shit. I'm looking at all of this shit. Only the friend zone you. But they coming in with they wand all hot and heavy. They excited. They the magician. They got all of the tools and shit on the table to get your ass to do what they want. They're gonna try to act like they're your friend, or they might come in all friendly. Only the friends on you, probably. Why? Because they're in a relationship. Like I said, this shit can go so many fucking ways. Like, I'm ready to cut this. I ain't even done pulling the cards, but you know what? Stay tuned. We might have to finish this on the tarot after dark. On some real shit. It's been a while, y'all. It's been a long time since I've done a tarot reading on here. I had posted a live stream, 3-hour compilation live stream the other day, just to get people back used to seeing my name pop up and shit. And I thought I'd get on camera and show my pretty face today. But I don't know what y'all been doing when I've been gone. What was y'all doing? Oh my God. Child, y'all driving me to smoke. Y'all not. I was already smoking.